why zinc can make you feel sick, and ways to reduce side effects. Before we get into this, just a quick note. This video is for general information only and isn't a substitute for personalized medical advice. If you're thinking about starting or adjusting any supplement, please speak to your GP or pharmacist first. So, zinc supplements. They're widely used to support immune health and general well-being, but nausea is one of the most commonly reported side effects, and it catches a lot of people off guard. So, what's actually going on? The main reason zinc can make you feel sick is that it directly irritates the lining of your stomach, what's called the gastric mucosa. When zinc comes into contact with that lining, it can trigger local inflammation and activate nerve reflexes that produce that familiar queasy feeling. The higher the dose and the more concentrated the zinc in your stomach at any one time, the more likely this is to happen. One of the biggest contributing factors is taking zinc on an empty stomach. Without food to buffer the irritation, the zinc has direct, concentrated contact with your stomach lining. Taking it alongside a meal, particularly one that contains protein and fat, can help reduce that irritation. That said, everyone responds differently, so it's worth asking your GP or pharmacist what approach suits you best. Not all zinc supplements behave the same way either. There's some evidence that certain formulations may cause more gastric upset than others, though individual responses vary quite a bit. If one type isn't sitting well with you, it may be worth discussing alternatives with your pharmacist. It's also important to know that taking more than the recommended amount substantially increases the risk of gastrointestinal side effects. And over the longer term, consistently high zinc intake can interfere with how your body absorbs copper, which can lead to copper deficiency, anemia, and in serious cases, neurological complications. This isn't something that happens from a single dose, but it's a good reason not to exceed recommended amounts without medical guidance. Always follow the advice on the product label or what your clinician has told you. Individual susceptibility plays a role too. Some people experience nausea with relatively modest amounts, while others tolerate zinc without any trouble. If you have a pre-existing stomach condition, such as gastritis or a peptic ulcer, you may be more prone to zinc-related nausea, so it's especially worth speaking to your doctor before starting supplementation. It's also worth knowing that zinc can interact with some medicines. If you're taking any regular medication, always check with your GP or pharmacist before adding zinc supplements. So when should you seek medical advice? If you're experiencing persistent or severe nausea that isn't improving, speak to your doctor. The same applies if you develop vomiting, significant abdominal pain, or any other symptoms that concern you. If you've been taking zinc for an extended period, a review with your GP is a good idea. They can check everything is still appropriate for you. To recap, zinc causes nausea mainly by irritating the stomach lining, especially when taken in high amounts or without food. Taking it with a meal can help, but always speak to a healthcare professional before starting or adjusting any supplement, particularly if you have an existing health condition or take other medicines. Have you experienced nausea with zinc supplements? Let us know in the comments. If you found this helpful, give it a like and subscribe to the Bolt Pharmacy channel for more evidence-based health information.